trapped in the corner anymore. And um, not that I don't like my corner. It's a very nice corner with my computer and my 3D printer and not my lamp because the kids borrowed my lamp for their video shoot yesterday and never returned it. So I'm sans lamp. But other than that, it's a nice corner. Not as fun to play games in. But now, you know, I like this setup. Alright, so when last we left off, you guys had captured a kobold, and you guys had it, finished off the all the other kobolds, including um, strength, including like many of Gold Crown's people. And Gold Crown, seeing the writing on the walls, decided to flee combat, leaving his associate Kevin into who fend for himself. At which point he also fled combat, fearing for his life as in the process. Now you guys have a small group of Saurians in Danfair, and a single kobold captured, and the spirit of Layla inside of she was inside of the sword, right? What?
She was inside of nobody's body.
Oh yeah, she's inside of nobody's body.
The sword doesn't need anybody else.
His Dorothy apparently has a talking sword. Mana, after the fight, you find a Dobat's bag with a letter that he never sent me attached to it. Essentially stating that he was going to go go off and study and figure some things out, and that he was going to feed you guys some information later. Once he figures it out himself. So it just feels like he's a bit of a wild card with Layla working inside his curse mark, and he doesn't want to tip the the ghost Layla about what's going on with this Layla.
Well, that's. I wish he would have left a bit more formally, but he did. He did say something ahead of time.
No. He's off where the Chaos guides him. Can do nothing but respect that.
True.
Now we should probably go check on Dia in the cart just to be sure that they haven't been ransacked by Gold Ground.
Yes, that would be rather annoying to happen again.
Yes. What are we gonna do with that kobold?
I'm going to try to get as much information as I can out of them.
Well, just make sure there's no surveillance upon them, and we should be okay.
I'll restrict the number of places they can be.
Nobody will then go to the refugees and just start gathering them up, as I think we have to travel a little bit to get to the part, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I think so because we have to cross the battlefield. I think they was actually supposed to circle back to grab us.
Yeah, she said that she will come back to the same spot every evening, or around the same time every evening to check and see if you guys came back.
About how high is the sun up?
Um, it seems to be getting close to sunset.
Okay. Thank goodness. We won't have to wait too long.
You guys make your way through the forest. It's a pretty difficult trek to start. Your Damphir friends aren't really used to, you know, like this wild kind of area. Then they've lived in that city their entire lives inside the tomb, and they like most of them don't even really wear shoes. And all these roots and rocks and strange looking trees kind of are messing with them. So there's a lot of tripping and stuff, and it's pretty slow going through the forest.
I mean, don't we have extra shoes and stuff?
Not that will fit a Saurian.
So we got string. You telling me we don't have common sense to just tie up their feet to help them out?
I would say that you guys would fasten some simple shoes from some leather that you guys might have in the bags, just to make it a little easier. Um,
Excuse me.
Okay.
It's all quiet on this battlefront.
um, the forest itself is just as eerily quiet as it was when you guys walked in. No birds, no bugs, just endless red barked trees.
Um, I'll check to see if there are any signs of ambush,
Alright.
any footprints or anything.
Alright. Give me a investigation or perception.
10.
Um, the only tracks you to find are your guys' own tracks from before.
I guess as we go, nobody will make sure to ask people has like just to be sure you don't feel heavier than usual.
Who are you
Like
asking?
something's weighing on your back.
Um, but a lot of them don't really. Um, most of the story, like most of them, aren't really being sure, or they only have like they all are carrying like bags and stuff with their personal belongings, the few things that they have. Uh, but none of them are like state that they had that they feel like heavy. A lot of them are tired. They're from walking so much. They've never really had to walk this
Can we
much.
take a is it necessary? Like, do we need to take a break? Is it dangerous? Or can they go in the tiny house? Because if we're okay with moving fast and they're slowing us down,
Well,
we don't have the cart with us.
we don't have the house with us.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure we don't have it with us. I thought it was in the cart.
No,
No,
the tiny
that's
house is
mine.
inside of the magical
My,
sunken chest that's hanging around a Darpy's neck.
it,
I'd rather not shunt them away like that. They need to get used to this world if they're going to live in it.
That is true.
okay. Well, we need to be more accommodating.
Abbott's going to come up to you guys like with his guard, the drow, locals. Um, it seems that we're all a bit tired from the trek, and me and my people need a little bit of time to rest. Can we rest here for a while, or do we need to keep going? And it'll be nightfall soon, and well, we've never slept out in the elements. It is kind of strange. We've always had our fish and birds, so it's hard to really know if this kind of quiet is normal. And the water here is. He's gonna look to the stream that you guys are sort of following. It doesn't look very appetizing to drink.
I know it doesn't adjust.
Oh, go ahead.
We're done.
The water up here will have a lower iron content than you're used to. Oh. But there are a plethora of ways to supplement it.
Okay. Can we at least rest for a bit? It looks like Big Fox and Soxy are about to collapse from exhaustion. They are rather young compared to the rest of us.
One moment. Nobody will look to see how far along are we? Are we like almost to the meetup, or
You guys probably have about another hour of trekking to get there. It'll be right. It'll be right as the sun has dipped below the horizon when you guys leave the forest.
Okay.
Your options are to set up camp up here, and then you're at least protected from the extraneous is site eight, um, with the trees covering you. And if you build the fire just right, you won't even have smoke going up that will give away your position. Um, but if you get to the edge of the forest and Day is not there, you guys would have to camp out closer to the edge of the tree line, which would make you a bit more visible to onlookers in the valley around you.
What do you think, Bona?
Let's see. It's two of them that are about to fall out. We don't have any mounts to transport them with, so I think camping would be best. If we can keep the lights, low and use the cover of the trees to block a lot of it.
And if need be, one of us could meet up with, go on ahead if needed to meet up with, Dia.
I could.
Then
I probably shouldn't. I mean, I was supposed to meet back up with Hareem. How far out are we?
You guys are about a day's travel by the carriage from Hareem's encampment. That is, if it hasn't been moved.
I can go ahead. But I mean, I wouldn't want to leave you guys behind.
Oh, I just meant like meet up with Dia and either bring her here or just.
Yeah.
I
mean, if someone could come with me, then there's that. You know. I was wanting to go ahead and go.
Does anyone want to go with the Darby? Miss,
I don't have to. I can just fly with Benu. I can send I can bring one of these guys with me, and then you guys will just have to trust that they will be able to lead her back in time, in a timely manner. But I mean, if we all fly, you think we can make it in time? Benu's pretty strong, right?
Benu can't carry you far distances, not very quickly. But if it's just to get to the edge of the forest, Benu could probably help speed you along a bit.
Right.
Benu would probably could fly faster if he cloud safe into something small.
Like this guy?
Probably like anything that's smaller than you are normally would probably work. So even like a goat or a dog or a velociraptor or something, anything like that.
Can I be a cat?
A cat?
A velociraptor.
Yeah.
They're pretty
I want
small.
to be. I want to be a what is it called? A Mao. I've been looking at them. It's an Egyptian Mao, but I gotta send you a picture. She'll be purple though. That's the only thing. But that's okay.
Alright. Yeah. So you turn into a male cat,
Mhm.
and Bennu will pick you up. Bennu can carry one more smaller, tiny creature. They're,
I can change. Oh wait, no, I can't. Can I? I can make something. Make someone small.
I could already become smaller by turning into goo, but
Got an
it might be
empty
better.
bottle.
It
My
might
little
be
cat
better for
paws.
me. If you're going to fly ahead with Bennu, it might be better to take Nissa with you.
Hey, maybe we could stop and get that gun on the way back.
Wouldn't that be rather time consuming?
Yes. Yes, it would.
you guys gotta eat dinner. Tell Faith to make you guys something to eat. It's almost like
Oh.
to get it back.
Oh. If you fly ahead to talk to Dan, uh, I can turn into a bird and monitor this area and make sure that no one tries to sneak up on us. Then all you have to do is send a flare into the sky for me to see you, and we'll know where to meet you.
I was gonna say you could just fly to us or with me, but okay. I mean, I'll just be me and Bennu, a lone cat out here in the
I mean, I did suggest
air.
you take Nissa with you.
Well, I mean, I don't have an issue, but Nissa hasn't said anything.
But that's good. Oh, John is here.
Yep, I am here.
Oh well, John. Tell your brother I said
You said-
happy birthday.
Oh my goodness! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you.
He's not even here.
He's not here.
Nope,
You
he's
can
over
take-
at his girlfriend's.
Live vicariously. Happy birthday. Just send it to him.
Hmm.
Alright. Is Nissa going to go with the Dorothy?
I guess so.
Alright. You guys fly off over the forest, and as you're flying through the upper canopy, it's right here by the computer, Gurney. Alright, let me get that first. You don't have to yell. Notice that the forest is like, it's even more striking that nothing is living in this forest. Like, you guys noted it on the way in, but even now heading out. Oh, it's just a bunch of quiet trees. The wind isn't even really blowing through. When you guys reach the edge of the forest, you'll see in with your passive perceptions, you're able to see the wagon stealthily be moving away from the forest. Benu is able to catch up to the wagon, and would you guys like to catch up with Daya and let her know what's going on?
Well, yeah, I'll let her know what's going on and ask where she was headed back to.
Oh,
Was she leaving?
we. I've been coming every day to just see if you guys have made it back. It's been
Oh,
it's been about 3 days now.
wow.
So then I'll turn the wagon around. We have to be careful though. Oh, the valley up ahead has sort of turned into a battlefield. I've been sticking to the outskirts of it, but it's been touch and go for both sides, and those bat scouts have been out in droves, those trying to find anyone from the city, or at least anyone that's not Argentinian.
Okay.
That tip you guys gave really helped. If y'all didn't let them know, well, they would have been hit from the side. And it probably would have been really bad.
How has it
Hurry-
been hard for you out here since for
Well,
the past year? I
not
take
for
it that we're headed back on with this conversation, not just pause.
yeah, you guys are heading back. From
Yeah.
uh, what from what's been happening, I've sort of set up like myself a little camp. There's a hill with a cave nearby that I've sort of just set up as a place for me to rest without having to drive all the way back to Harim's camp. It gives me a pretty good vantage point of the valley too. I'll take you guys there um, once I get everyone in the wagon.
Okay. Where is that other from where we're at here? Where is that other tomb?
The gun tomb or the
Yeah.
that one, and it's somewhere. It's supposed to be somewhere in the middle of where the battlefield is. It's like the main battlefield. So
Oh.
you'd have to you'd have to sort of either come in, go into the main battlefield from the north, and hope that you're not attacked by either side as you get there, or
Right.
um, you'd have to find a way to sneak you there. There's something as big as the wagon would probably be noticed, is, even with its
But
invisibility.
a sweet black cat wandering around.
Um, yeah,
Black, I gotta figure out this color.
it all really, it just depends on your luck at that point.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to go? It's just us.
Uh,
I feel like Benny was slowly rising me out of the cart. I need to make sure I'm stocked up though on anything I might need. But I can see him slowly rising me up out of the cart as Nissa says and Benny holds out his claw. Talon, sorry. Talon, ma'am. He can't fly long.
You guys would, you guys can assume that because you guys have a map, sort of map to where this tomb is you could get there. Or now, whether you guys could whether with just the two of you guys could conquer it that'd be up in the air.
The
But
thing is
it would
it
be
just the two of us?
it could it is not so difficult that it could not be done as a downtime event.
Okay, I like that.
So it would essentially be while you guys are
A side mission.
it'll,
That's how it ends off. I just slowly back up, and Nissa has to make a decision. Do I stay or do I go?
I think this will answer the question for you.
And then Benny slowly
as
flies off.
as Benu's bright eight blue feathers darken in against the dark blue sky, you two will fly off. They will. mm, They will arrive back at the forest just as you guys are. They're sort of making your way to the out to the towards the outskirts as they will send their mechanical parrot to your guys' location to let you know that to come meet her.
It's been a while. I still haven't seen any notice from the Dorothy.
Um,
Oh, I thought I said, oh, sorry. I thought I said it.
you guys will hear some mechanical flapping.
It's Deus Bird.
Come to the forest! Forest! Into the forest!
Okay.
All right. I'll swoop down. All right, here.
Right here! Right here!
all right.
Okay.
Nobody will gather up the damn pears. All right, just a little bit longer, and we'll be resting in a more comfortable place.
I like to say one of my devices to provide light. Actually, wait, I guess, can all of us see in the dark?
I cannot.
I
Okay, then
can.
I'll light up a device to provide light. But you didn't
Oh
come
wait,
back
no,
to
yes I
guide us.
can. I have dark vision.
I think all the rest of you guys have dark vision.
I have situational dark vision.
Um, when you guys climb aboard, Dan takes a look at the Saurians in general are rather large, and then you have Abbott themselves, and the one his guard, the one drow. Um, 10 people in total. You guys
That
are,
should be with how big the card is on the inside. It should be
yeah.
room.
You got there's enough room. It's at this point that that last Saurian that you guys hadn't talked to, who the Apatosaurus Saurian, and he sort of leans over with his glasses as and looks down at you guys. Excuse me, but Tis wanted to apologize for her earlier behavior and dissenting with your presence. No, she is not brave enough to speak the words herself. You have our deepest apologies.
Nobody has genuinely forgotten what he's talking about.
Yep. That's cool. I like that he was able to apologize, though. I should just pat him on the back and be like, thanks.
So,
You're like,
Tis was the kind of shrill old lady, Pterodon, that was trying to get Abbott to kick you guys out. Apparently, her and this guy are partnered. They don't really use they don't seem to call each other husband and wife the same way that Lucille and Goo do. So it's probably somewhere between Lucille and Goo's relationship and Fox and Soxy's relationship.
well, there is no hard feelings. It's healthy to have doubt.
You can call me a Taka.
A pleasure. Forget me not, for I am nobody.
I heard.
Mana.
It is a bit cramped in here for me, so do not mind that I have to stretch my neck out pretty far.
Oh, are we inside the...
Yes, you guys are inside the wagon, and even with
Gotcha.
you're talking about stuff like you're talking about 6 large-size creatures. There's like
We could. I mean, it's not like we're transporting a lot of stuff. We can clear out the storage room. That place was at least 20 feet tall,
And
based
yeah,
on the fight we had with the cardinal. And there were storage crates stacked up in there, so if we move some of those out, there should be room.
we could definitely do that. And it'll leave the living areas like the bedrooms a little more crowded, but you could certainly do so to make accommodations for them.
Well, we can we could probably put it in the bathroom. Um,
Okay.
I think it'll be a second before he needs it.
As you guys roll off, Dan's gonna essentially explain the same thing that she explained to Darby, and then
Yes, sir.
this is sorry, I don't know why my mind went blank. I just said the name like not too long ago, but this and essentially explain that because of your guys' forewarning, ing, ing, the army wasn't like snuck attack. Heck, so Hareem's group is currently engaged with a battalion of Earth Movers. They're holding their own, but the Earth Movers are able to set up pretty strong defenses. So it's hard for them to, if they lose any ground, it's hard for them to get it back. But Harim's group has gotten some support from some mercenaries these that were in the area that are working for Argentum for the Maroon, and they've been able to hold their own pretty well. So, and Kareem was even able to take out one of the captains in the there's someone going by Silverhand and that has been harrying her. They seem to. What is it?
Suspense.
Sorry, I gotta
By the
go
way,
to my most wanted list.
By the way, where are Dorothy and Nissa? I assume they'd be sending a flare so that we know to come.
She's going to explain that they you know, that they went off on a tune that that the two of them had that it would be safer for them to go there from their current location rather than trying to get there from the encampment.
What is up with all these without leaving with all I can't speak. What is up with everyone leaving without saying goodbye? But
Left note.
They left this note.
I would have preferred a heads up that they were going to be leaving, being that far out.
Well, they sort of left when I told them that it's been 3 days since you guys went into the jungle. So I assume that there's some kind of time frame on this thing that they're doing.
Well, they know their bodies better than anyone else, so well, they know if they're pushing themselves or not.
They're we've arrived at the alcove. You guys will, as you're going up the the canyon side, that you'll see down below. Um, Far below, you see the battlefield, and you see what looks to be a small fort that's been built out of rock and stone. And you see these several giant bats flying over the area. Further to the southeast, no, sorry, the southwest, you'll see an encampment, which you would assume is Hareem's encampment. It looks like the enemy has dug like some trenches, is that they are current, that you can see fires burning in various places in. You could, judging by how the trench walls are built, it seems like they're designed in a way that the light from the fires can't be seen from ground level. And these Argentian earth movers are very efficient at their job when it comes to this kind of warfare. You remember there was a relatively small little group of them when you guys were passing through before, but it seems like that number has ballooned a small bit as well.
Will we be able to get to the camp without having to confront them?
That first night I was able to make it all the way back to the camp, but once the fighting started, it's hard to get anywhere without being noticed by those bat riders, especially in the evenings, because at night and during the day, it's even harder to travel without kicking up a cloud of dust. So I haven't been able to get back to the camp, but Calliope's been sending me messages every day, and sort of keeping me up to date on what's going on.
We're going to use that then.
We can rest here in this alcove. It's protected from above, and as long as we stay inside the wagons with the shutters drawn, it's impossible to see us.
Alright.
You don't want to have to tussle with the earth mover. I had to fight one of them on the way back yesterday, and let's just say there's a couple of dents on the side of the wagon that weren't there before. You think you fought everything until you have a 1.5 ton boulder thrown at you, as fast as an arrow flies.
Did they have to be in contact with the ground to use their abilities?
They have to be it seems like they have to be close enough to the ground to use it. Because he was on the back of the bat, and I'm pretty sure the bat wasn't carrying the stone. So he swooped down low to the ground, and started throwing the stones at me. It seems like they can't do it indefinitely either. So it's 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 manageable.
Alright. We'll rest for the night and prepare to deal with them in the morning. I have some spells that would probably be very effective at, if not stopping them wholly, inhibiting them.
Alright, let's rest for the night then.
Alright.
You guys will. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do with, during the night?
Actually, or maybe I should wait until. Is nobody's room still clear?
Yes, for the most part. There's a couple of things. Like, it seems like, hey, when you guys aren't using these rooms, they will put some of the mechanical stuff that she's working on the inside of them.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I will. Nobody will set up the puppet to stand on some spectral strings, and nobody be like, "All right, Layla. Here's my end of the bargain. A body you can use for now."
Are you giving her your current body, or are you giving her the puppet, the Evanwood puppet?
Ooh. Wait, that's a good question.
Follow your heart.
I'll take the puppet.
Did I explain what Evan Hartwood is good for?
No.
Alright,
At least I don't remember.
Evan Hartwood is only found in certain forests and jungles throughout the realm. Typically, most of it comes from the area around the Blood Jungle in Katalis, and when it's harvested, it takes a lot of work to carve out the wood. It's kind of like it's like the wood itself is veined with this black metallic substance. It's the veins in the wood are like shimmer, kind of like obsidian, that deep blackness that is shinier than you would expect, but it almost feels like it's very delicate at the same time. In the previous campaign, all it does is conduct negative energy and resist negative energy. It may do something else in this campaign. That's all I can really say until you explore the properties of the material. The puppet itself is extremely well made. But it seems a bit brittle. Um, the if you would like, you can use um, you can use the physical stats of this puppet as opposed to your own. Um, um, the puppet has has an 8 strength, a in 16 to dexterity, and a in 16 to constitution, which I see isn't much different than your own stats. So that would be up to you if you want to bump up your dexterity at the cost of your constitution.
But that's not the only benefit, right?
No, um so oh, their puppet has its own properties these as well. But that I guess if you're attuning to it, then I guess you would get these bit understand them. If you like, it has shadow step as well, out to 30 feet once per short rest, and then it has rope trick, you can cast once per short rest without expending a spell slot.
And then, of course, the benefit of the actual material. I think I'll do it. So, metallic ichor will just start dripping from crevices of nobody as they form into moths, swarming. As the metallic moths swarm the puppet, gathering around as the ichor absorbs into the puppet.
Your new physical stats will be 8, 16, and 16. And you gain resistance to necrotic damage. And who do I give you that? That's more from the puppet master. Alright, I'll say in attuning to this, you can also see that it acts as a inheritance for, or a bard inheritance.
Did I accidentally just become a bard?
If you would like, you can swap out any number of your levels for 4 levels of bard. But we do not have to do that.
I'll keep that on the back burner for now.
Question. Can you not do both?
With this inheritance, when nobody gains levels, they can also take levels in bard, or now in just sorcerer and warlock. That's basically
What bard is it?
It is the College of Strings bard.
Oh my gosh. Nobody playing the strings of someone's mind. You start off with hearing the lullaby play. And a creepy one too.
Think Kankuro from Naruto. That's basically it.
Oh. So that's what he is. It's good to know. I assume his... Wait. Do I have a voice?
The puppet actually does have its own voice box, and it has a integrated weapon. It has the integrated weapon as well. It has a short sword that's integrated into the arm. You're always considered armed with this weapon unless you purposely spend a short rest to detach it. The puppet can have the integrated weapon that a Warforged normally can acquire.
Oh good, I can upgrade.
It also has integrated armor. It currently is not wearing any armor, but when you equip armor to the puppet, it cannot be forcibly removed by spells and the like. It becomes integrated armor.
But nobody will
It also
begin.
means that any armor that you equip to it, you become proficient in.
Oh dang!
Yeah, that's how integrated armor works for Warforgers. So.
Well dang.
You can choose to, if you who are an artificer or know an artificer, you can choose to have them like modify the body and its appearance to your liking. It currently looks like let me see if I can send it. You know what? I'll send you the Hero Forge file for it so that you can kind of see what it looks like.
We can discuss my fee at a later date.
Layla will move around in nobody's his old body. It's kind of weird having someone else control you. It's like walking through molasses and not in a good way.
Well, now you know how I feel about the gods.
Hey,
But
some of them are pretty all right. But you're entitled to your opinions about them. They're not going to smite you for it unless they hear it directly.
they can certainly try. But there is the end of your bargain. I get to look through that nifty little archive you have with you.
Ah, yes.
Which he'll gesture towards the the sack that he that was brought into. He would have put it in his room.
Right. Yeah, she hands you the ledger that sort of outlines things, the information on the tomb. Um, She hands you the register that records all the people that have entered the tomb over the years, and gives you um, she gives you the research notes of the priest that lived in the tomb. It seems like her personal research notes have been withheld, and those of Antufernus have also been withheld.
So, i.e., what I was looking for.
Um, are you want do you want that and the information from the which one are you more interested in?
Oh, I believe my original thing is nobody's looking for the connection between all them with the scepters and the control over the desert. In a way for nobody to either hijack it or mess it up, so to speak. So I think Etafurnas was the one we needed to look into more.
Yeah, Dimitri Etafurnus's notes seem he seemed to be involved in the creation of the scepters. There's the only way to talk to him directly about it would be to go to the gunpowder factory in Goldport.
Gotcha.
Or you can look at his old research notes. She'll be reluctant, but she will allow you to look through them, but not keep them.
Of course. I wasn't planning to keep them. As long as I can look at them and either copy them. I wouldn't dare take away this knowledge. But I'm pretty sure that would set nobody up for the night.
It'll take you some days to get through all the information, but that should be long enough for you to kind of fully digest everything. Manu, what are you gonna do with this time?
I'm going to check in on everyone, make sure that they're either comfortable or, in the case of the kobolds, secure. And then, I guess once I'm done with that, I'll just patrol outside for a while to make sure that our position secure.
Okay.
I think these people after all these new sensations, is to immediately be thrown into a large-scale scuffle without some sleep.
Wait a second. At a game. Your kid's kidnapped.
I'm sorry, what?
Junior was in the house and they left for the tomb.
No,
Wait, I
Junior
thought
was
Junior was at
with
the palace.
Junior was with Calliope.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Calliope is currently at the encampment, and Calliope has the means to travel back and forth through the city on her own. But no, see, Junior is currently in probably the third safest place he could possibly be.
Okay.
I mean, after getting kidnapped once, twice.
Look, if he gets kidnapped from the palace, we might as well burn it down.
I mean, I'm ready when you're ready.
Well, that's a violent emotional response in this case, because I don't want to deal with having to actually fight off this other country after you usurping the rulership.
Well, I didn't say that I was gonna do it. It's just saying that if just so it happened, never mind.
No, I appreciate the support. Not the current plan at the moment.
I think it's ridiculous the amount of stuff. We're still out of game, right?
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous the amount of lives that these two kingdoms have been putting up with. I mean, we might as well just move all the people somewhere else. Maybe out here in the desert with the vampires.
Yeah.
They
problem
seem nicer,
is,
more civilized.
Historically speaking, though, people usually aren't the coolest about abandoning their homes in the middle of a desert to wander off.
I'm surely not.
Around midnight, Dale will get her nightly sending call with Calliope just to get updates on everything.
I will ask that they check in on Junior.
She'll do so. So, Junior has Calliope sort of bemoans that Junior has taken in very swiftly to palace life, so to speak. He's been hanging around with the princes and some of the court boys, and he's seems like he when I was his age, I barely did anything. I can't believe he's been so rebellious now these past couple of days.
Well, that's his default. These kids are being a bad influence on him. Huh?
We just got him humbled too.
I rolled a 3 on a percentile.
Betrayal? You should have let me go. My luck and my effort would have come through.
Alright. The other, if it had been the other way, like if it were like 97 in or something, he would have fallen in with like a really good crowd. Or something, been super successful in something. So he says that she'll have him use a sending stone to call you once he gets back to the palace is in the morning. So he's been kind of acting as a messenger between Harim's dad and uncle and the soldiers on the front line, and she says all I did was tell them that I knew the passageway spell, and they were like, what does that even do? It's like I just open a door here and then I'm there. You know, it's just something I've kind of been able to do for a while. No, that's kind of why I got picked.
You might also be a bad influence.
What?
You might also be a bad influence.
I'm not a bad influence. I'm getting paid for doing a proper good job. You won't believe how much they pay me to just open the door.
A bunch of young children who have too much money? I think I can imagine.
No. The king, the king of Rome, and you know they paid me to send messages to Harim and then the other captains and stuff out here on the front line.
Ah, that might have been rather dangerous of you.
The 10 platinum a day doesn't sound dangerous to me.
That sounds very dangerous to me. Not only have you made yourself instrumental in their battlefield communication, but it means that they probably won't be too keen to let you just walk if you decide you're done.
They can try. I can go anywhere within 10 miles of the city, as long as I know that there's a door there. But I don't think they know how the spell works. I barely know how the spell works.
That's not a comforting thing to say in this context. Just watch your back. Any enemy infiltrators may also target you due to cut off communication. And the last thing we need is a Dorothy going on another vengeance quest.
I'm sure Dorothy wouldn't go on a vengeance quest for me. I barely knew her growing up.
I mean, she knew you well enough to pull you out of the bottom of a well. So there's that.
Well, I'm doing everything I can to help her out while her sister's recovering, and she's out there being brave and all that. Hopefully we'll get to travel home soon. I do want to see how my parents are doing.
You'd have to ask her once she gets back. She went on a dungeon raid with Nissa.
What? Why didn't she invite me?
I didn't find out till we met back up with Daya. So it seems like they're trying to get this done quick.
Well, hopefully everything is working out for the best. Meanwhile, where is it? So, war never changes, but the weapons in which we use to fight war, that changes. Tactics, and the machines of progress always a stampede closer to destruction. The battlefield before you and underneath you is gouged by the countless numbers of spells, those explosive ordnance, strange machines, and weaponry, and bodies, some new, some old, but it all leaves an acrid, strong, pungent smell that passes through into your nose at random intervals. Both of your heightened senses of smell make this an unpleasant flight, but you have to fly high enough that they don't notice you, but low enough that you don't stand too much out against the clouds. It took most of the night to get here, but thankfully you guys were told exactly where the tomb is. So unlike others that might be seeking it, you know where you're going. A small, broken tower, they're sticking up out of the desert sand. Then bodies strewn around the exterior. They're older. They're more skeletons and rusted armor rather than fresh corpses. The tower itself has collapsed, unusable, not even as a place to hold up for the night. But nearby, and buried in just a couple of inches of sand, in a hatch. Do you proceed?
Can you get a little bit closer to your mic? It's hard to hear you.
I'm literally as close as I possibly can physically be.
Me personally, I just had to adjust the music down a bit.
Let me see if I just have to adjust the volume. So.
Here, I can turn the music down.
Now it's still a little gargled.
Alright. I can hear myself fine in the monitor, so I'm unsure if it's just a connection thing for me or something but
Yeah, it has like a kind of like the sound of like a fan or something. That's
I mean,
gargling it a little bit.
there is my computer fan is going kind of crazy. I don't know. You know, this mic is a pretty good mic. I can increase the noise control a little bit more, and that should make my voice a little clearer.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys just dig out the hatch, and it's there before you. This should lead to that tomb that you guys were told about by... Oh, where's his name? Worth fighting for. I forgot that a lot of the information from he's got removed. David. And Theodore, who was looking for the blueprints to a weapon called a gun lance that he seeks to recreate and improve.
Yep.
Will the two of you
I
enter?
guess. Well, I was going to check for traps first.
Alright. Roll Thief's Tools or Sleight of Hand.
Let's see. Look the same, so I'll just do the Thieves' Tools. Dirty 20.
Alright. You do find that the hatch itself was trapped. That there seems to be some sort of old ordnance of some kind that has been tied to the opening of this lid. If it went off, it most likely wouldn't have killed you, but it would have left you guys injured.
Yeah, definitely removing that.
Right. Give me another check.
Nope. I am also going to try to remove it in a way that we can preserve the ordnance.
Right. If you get the DC is 14. Sleight of hand or Thief's Tools. If you can get a 19 or higher, I'll say that you're able to preserve the ordnance. I'll give you guys I'll give it to you.
Okay. And 19.
Why aren't your rolls showing up on my end? Your rolls aren't showing up on the GM side. I see it on the stream side.
Oh no. Weird.
Alright. But yes, you are able to retain in one shrapnel bomb.
Yay!
Kaboom.
We have a shrapnel bomb.
Going inside, you find a strange wood-lined tunnel. Well, it seems like a underground tunnel that, from the state of the wood, it should definitely have collapsed by now, but you can tell that something is keeping it together currently. How would you guys like to proceed?
I would say carefully. We don't want this place collapsing on our heads.
Alright, so repeating this venue, you guys go down the tunnel until you get to a small, old stuffy underground room filled with a cloud of sharp smelling fog. Like almost burns your nose when you smell it. And you see that the ground is slick with some kind of liquid.
So there's a sharp smelling fog and liquid on the ground. I would recommend probably don't light any torches. Would the smell be sulfuric in nature?
From working with black powder, yes, you can tell that it's some sort of sulfur-based compound.
It's probably for making gunpowder. If I had to guess. So what all was in the room again besides the fog and the liquid on the ground? Is there like anywhere else we can go, or do we have to solve a puzzle?
The fog itself has made the room too cloudy to see everything around you. And the only thing you can see is a barrel next to you that's filled with torches.
Well, if we're gonna light one of those, I would recommend backing up back down the hallways and throwing it in there so it lights it. It makes it go off without us being in.
Thought you could hear me the entire time. We're
No.
not lighting that. I'm assuming that this is bad. We're not going to touch the liquid. We're going to go around the liquid. Do you want to follow the stream of where the liquid comes from, or where the smoke is coming from? And then the last question: can I use gust to blow the smoke away?
Ooh, that is a good idea. Yeah, definitely use gust to blow the smoke away.
I mean, honestly, I don't even think I would need dust. I could use a cantrip. Druidcraft allows me to create a breeze, which, I mean, it's fog or whatever.
Yes, you could use Druidcraft to move the dust around. It takes a while, but as you clear, blow the dust kind of into the air around, you're able to see that there are two doors. There's one door that is half buried in this black and sooty sand, while the other door is basically held on to, it's barred and held on to the door frame by these two big nails. You see next to them is a strange firearm-shaped implement and several crowbars.
I got, even though there's not that much smoke in the room, it's still risky. So, and then you also don't want to cause a spark trying to pry those doors open. But I will tell you, it'd be really annoying if we go in the other door and it's really just the entrance, and this right here is the exit.
Mm-hmm. I kind of assume too that we probably want to go through the one that is covered because it sounds like it's covered with gunpowder. And if this is a tomb to a gunslinger, gunpowder covering the door would be like a... By logic, just saying that's probably the door. Clue to which door to go through.
But it also could be a trap.
True.
I mean, if you stand open to open a door, where's the gunpowder?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, is the door wooden or is it a regular door?
It's wooden. Both doors are wooden.
Oh. Well. So you got a crowbar? You said, and what else?
A gun-shaped implement.
I use that gun-shaped instrument thing to smash a hole into each door.
Alright, you pick up the gun-shaped implement and hit the door with it. It fires, as you hit the door, it fires off a railroad spike into the ceiling. The spike lodges itself about 3 inches into the wood above you.
Look, when I was bopping it, it could face so close.
Here, I'll just I'll check the doors.
How about I empty it? I can still empty it and. Oh, you mean like see if it's unlocked?
Well, I'm going to also check them for traps to make sure they're, considering there was one in the last door we came through, make sure there's no explosives on them as well. Because that would definitely set off this room if there is.
Let me figure out
So I'll check both of them, so I'm going to do 2 different separate rolls. Door number 1 is 18. And door number 2 is a 17.
You can tell that with your check, you can tell that the left door, the one that is bolted closed, the spikes holding the door seem to be kind of hot.
the ones that are in the bolts.
Yeah, the ones that are in the door over there, or the bolts that are holding the door on are hot.
Well, so if we get that open, especially in a bad way, all this gunpowder in here at our feet is not really good. But
do you have any way of cooling them down?
how about we first sweep up the gunpowder, and then can I use? Nope, not that one. I just had it.
Just be careful when picking it up because any kind of static shock or anything can set it off.
I think I'm just going around here, shuffling my feet on the ground on purpose. Let's see. I thought I had ice or something, but for some reason my brain isn't catching the word.
I'm definitely going to collect some of that powder, if it is actually gunpowder.
No, it just seems to be soot-covered sand.
Okay, so we could just
so
brush it away.
Yep.
Yeah, I could use the whatchamacallit to blow it away.
You would
Maybe
probably
use it
need to use the gust spell if you wanted to blow the sand away. It's a little
Okay, I'm gonna
heavier
do that.
Can you blow it onto the liquid bots?
Yeah. It'll be less dramatic. Let's see. Yeah, there's gust. A frostbite. That's what I was looking at. I don't know if it went.
It did.
Okay. And then on the door.
Yeah, you guys are able to clear it pretty easily, and shooting the bolts doesn't, the ice bolts doesn't and set anything off. Yeah, casting frostbite, sorry, through your weapon doesn't really set anything off. You are able to pull down the bolts, but you can see that they are starting to warm up even as the ice cools it down. So there seems to be something on the other side of the door that is heating up these railway spikes.
Yeah, we probably don't want to go through that door.
Let's get through the other one.
Yeah, because that door sounds like if we open it, we may get blasted by fire.
The door itself doesn't feel hot.
The wood does feel warm to the touch.
Yeah, it sounds like we don't want to go through that one.
While I'm there with those the spikes that are kind of like shattered and stuff, this last one.
I gotta check something. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to do that. I didn't do that.
With can I leave the door wet?
Sure, yeah, you can use your water pistol to wet the door.
It's just, if there is a fire on the other side of the door, it's wood, you know, just to keep whatever's on this side safe. A person could come through and wet it, and then we can go in and see about opening the other door.
I was having an idea, but I gotta check something. Let me check something. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Unless we open it and then just produce flame at it so that it can kill the oxygen can be snuffed out.
Oh no, I was thinking about using the pressure cutter function of my bloody hyper soaker, which allows me to shoot a jet of high density water as soon as you open the door to put it out. Or at least attempt to put it out.
Well, you have the barrack door cleared, so you could go through. There were no traps on it that you could find.
So we could try to open that door and put out the flame, or we could just go the way that we know is safe.
Alright, as you guys go through the door, I need both of you to give me a dexterity check.
Can you still hear me?
This is a dexterity check.
Okay.
I wrote that there.
How did you guys both roll? Let's see.
I get an extra D20 with an advantage to Dex. I'm trying to figure out how to do that though. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, there you go.
Alright, Nissa, you take 1d4 her piercing damage as you see two tiny rodents with, instead of like snouts, they have what looks to be a pistol barrel for noses, as when you open the door and startle them, they fire at you.
Wait. I got something for this. I think it's working. Let me check.
Should we have knocked? I thought we should have knocked. Should we not?
Yeah. How do I use that? It's not. Just, yeah, whatever. I think that should work in this case.
Okay. They do 2 damage. So you're easily able to catch the dart. Do you want to spend a key point to throw it back?
Yes.
Gently, they could probably help us.
They shot at me, they're getting shot at right back.
Oh, we did barge in and not knock. I mean, it is a door.
It's more of a reflex thing, you know.
Right,
You get attacked, you grab it, you throw it back. It's all reflexes at this point.
yeah, so you catch the small bullet and throw it back and just blowing up both rats.
Wait, I don't know them like that. To be that invested in them. They could have been helpful.
Well,
That could have been us.
before.
That could have been us. Look, how lucky are we And this is what are you, a fox? Still?
A skunk.
Skunk and a skunk and a mouse. Just beautiful.
Well, you probably
Oh,
wouldn't
and-
still
and
be
Dennis.
wild safe right now if you're casting your spells.
Dang it. Well, it's okay.
Alright.
I mean, we might be able to get some weapon parts off of them if they had firearms for heads.
Sadly, they're all organic, but you are able to collect a 3 exploding bullets from the 2 of them.
Interesting. I think we should keep an eye out for more of them. And try not to startle them.
And knock on every door here forward.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use stealth and then still knock on the door?
You guys travel down this hallway thing, and like when you get to the end, you see the small workshop. And like when you enter the workshop, you see there's a bunch of like notebooks and papers and stuff. But you also see about 8 of these gun rats all tied together at the tail. Well,
Oh my god.
A gun rat king!
I rush over. Like, well, who? Why? Did you do this on purpose? Because, I mean, if it's a thing.
It is. a
Are they
thing
dead?
That happens to rats. Called a rat king.
Wait, are you saying something else is in here? I look around.
No, it's just a thing where if rats stay close together for long enough, their tails get tangled together and they become kind of one entity.
So, don't help them as I have this wad of rat in my hand.
You do find that this gun rat king is dead.
Oh.
Oh. I guess you could check it for more of those explosive bullets.
I'm not putting my hand back on that. Did you feel it? Here.
I'll check it for more explosive bullets.
You hear slosh?
It seems like this gun rat king does not have any bullets on it. But
Oh my gosh.
Baby, can you tell Zayden to come take care of Tandro? Because I don't know if Tandro's been fed this afternoon. Now he's yelling at me. I did nothing wrong.
You left the window open so he could see you. That's what you did wrong.
Well, my plants need sunlight. I can't just deprive the plants of sunlight.
It's 8:47 p.m. There's no sunlight outside right now.
Well, anyway, you guys investigate the room and find several weapon blueprints. Among them, the gun lance blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
You find... Here, let me roll how many blueprints you get.
Oh my god, it's a real thing. Why am I
Yeah.
looking? No, stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Oh my god. Why did I do that?
The more you know, and the more you wish you didn't know.
There were so many.
Yep.
So many. And then not. I don't even understand. I want to get some tweezers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's so sad.
Alright, so you get the gun lance blueprint, you get the gun sword blueprint in short or long, and you get the mech shift blueprint. And if you are anyone that has the crafting skill or artificial skill, use these blueprints. You can recreate one of these weapons.
Yeah, we had already talked to Pakari about doing it.
Okay, so you've acquired the gun lance blueprint. Alright, there's
Was there 4 in total? Blueprints?
It was 3 in total. The gun lance, the gun sword, and the mech shift. Most of the other blueprints in this room are destroyed beyond unusability. You see a blueprint.
Is there any guns in here?
There are rusted old parts. Nothing that's useful.
So what was the other blueprint that we saw that was for something? That was a partial.
You see something that looks like a big robot suit. It's an incomplete blueprint, but you know.
It could still probably be useful if somebody could finish it.
Helpful.
Might as well take it as well.
Yeah.
We could probably find someone that could finish it.
I mean, we know a robot or two.
Nope.
And with that, you guys continue down the hallway. Hey, you avoid several more traps and are able to dispatch several more gun rats. That's collecting 5 more exploding bullets.
So we're up to it.
And then you get to a large room that has some display cases, but all the display cases have been broken and ransacked. And in the center of the room, squirming and firing at random intervals in random directions is a living big gun rat king.
I just fire.
Alright, you guys give me let's see. What role should I have you guys give me for this?
I don't know, but I volunteer to untie their tail. Unless, they don't feel like themselves alone anymore. But then there might be a portion of them who miss the outside world. Miss always having to go to the bathroom at the same time.
Look, it's a rat king thing. I don't think they care about where they go to the bathroom on an individual level.
They're individual rat kings. And they're important too. Each one of them.
Alright, you guys have 2 options. You can either try and defeat it through animal handling, or you can try and defeat it through dexterity.
I got animal handling. But I mean, you've got a gun. So, how many rats? And then the intelligence of a rat combined together with multiple rats.
It's probably about 20 rats in this gun rat king.
That's nasty. That is so nasty. If it looks like what I just saw on Google, ew. 20? Kill it. You know what? Where's bonfire? It's right here. Somewhere.
Alright. You know what? Both of you give me your spellcasting save as the ability, and I'll set a DC based off of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
I'm not totally sure either.
I don't know. That thing is so nice. Why is she still on?
Here, I'll request a wisdom ability check. If you guys go in the chat, you can hit it and it'll roll. Sure. Roll the one in the chat. Alright. With one success, one failure. Here, you guys managed to defeat it while only taking a little bit of damage. Alright. You guys are gonna take two.
So no bonfire.
Yeah, you guys are gonna take 2d4 damage. How you guys defeat it is completely up to you guys.
I go ill, and then bonfire.
His ammunition goes off in every direction.
Yeah.
That's why we took damage.
Yeah. Have my eyes closed half of the time,
as you shoot the bonfire, the exploding bullets inside of the gun rack king go off, sending shrapnel, bones, flesh, and who knows what else flying in every direction. You both take six damage.
That's okay. We can heal that. That was so disgusting. We need about it.
Kill.
Let's see.
Did that work?
Amongst the viscera, you guys find 2 keys, a gold key and an iron key.
Okay.
As you get to the back of the room, you see an iron lock.
Oh, that should have gone away.
And then we just stick the gold key inside.
You stick the gold key inside the iron lock?
No, don't. Well, I mean, can we just tell what goes inside of what by the shape of the keys?
Yes, with a thief's tool check, you can tell at a glance
I have
which key
that.
goes in which lock.
I can help with that as well. I also have that.
Oh no, I
Can you
got
check
secret tools. I think I don't think I have.
I got
these
these tools. I've got them. I've got these tools.
Okay.
So at 18 and
You can tell at a glance that the gold key goes into the iron lock, and that if you were to have put the iron key in the iron lock, something bad probably would have happened.
yeah, don't put the iron key in there. Put the gold key.
And then you look down and my hand is already with the gold key inside of the iron lock. Okay.
as the door opens, and you get a rush of heat, and you hear from deep within, "You dare step into my domain? I hope you came to put your life on the line.
It's a bunch of rats.
Now
It's a bunch of
draw."
rats.
And that's where we're gonna end the session
And
for this
in the
week.
second that you say draw, I will take my rifle out and aim, and then we can end it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also aiming down there as well. But just going, okay.
Sorry, but if they're using pistols, they get a speed buff because the holster is shorter.
I am drawing my pistol, so yes.
We'll do.
I have proficiency in my rifle.
Now,
Like I've been drawing that rifle since a baby. Like I emphasize a lot in the.
I feel like we have some other issues to look into if you've been drawing a rifle since you were a baby.
Why? That I'm a talented artist?
I don't know how talented an artist you have to be somebody who
Beyonce got it. It's fine. It's fine. My husband got it. the one I love. He got it. It's fine, Kiari.
Sorry. Alright, so I had all the. So this dungeon has been built since session 3 of this campaign. You know, I don't dislike the speed running of dungeons like this. And I feel like if I add more tombs that are kind of like this, that you kind of
Me and Nissa got it. We could speed run through a dungeon in a heartbeat. Just carelessly.
Essentially a one session dungeon that still has consequences. But you know you still
They're
get
not so
to
bad.
do the checks and stuff.
I mean, it's all about what you prioritize.
Yeah, there there weren't many lore implications to this dungeon other than once upon a time there was a really dangerous gunslinger that lived in these parts, and they died during the beginning parts of the war. And that's pretty much it. And you guys got all that information when you guys heard about this dungeon. So it wasn't like there was a ton else that went into it.
By the way, where's our loot boxes?
Your loot boxes.
Yeah, we cleared the dungeon. And isn't that supposed to be a prompt where we get some coins and then we get to pick stuff?
You know what? That you are.
There's a word.
You are right. You guys do deserve something. And I'll figure that out. Between
I'll gladly
sessions.
I'll gladly just take another level in Wizard.
Gary has been thinking this through.
I'll workshop it throughout the week, and I think I'll probably give you guys a couple of rolls on one of the loot tables, and then I'll give you some other gold scrolls, other random loot. So we'll go from there. And I do have the special loot table that I could roll. That I'll roll and see if you guys have a chance to get something from that one. Actually, you know what? Do you guys want to give me a percentile? Who wants to give me a percentile real quick?
I can.
I want.
I don't know what that means.
I think I should get it because I know what it is.
See, that makes more sense. Oh, I wish I learned things.
Look, I already walked back to my computer.
Okay.
I can't look and see that. I wouldn't.
There was we had a spy in Journey's room from the Rivet Army, apparently.
What?
There was a spy in Journey's room from the Rivet Army.
I don't have the necessary context for this.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but whatever you're saying is starting to make me annoyed.
The kids found a frog in Journey's room.
No, wait, how?
Oh, cool.
That's what.
No, not cool. That's a long distance to get to her room.
That's the only. There's no feasible way to get there normally
without us noticing. That's a kid bringing it in.
Or it being on something that was brought inside, like the couch.
It's not that far to Journey's room.
Well,
unless it was on the couch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I should have checked the couch before.
How would you guys not have seen a frog on the couch, though?
We kind of just.
You brought it in.
We didn't. I didn't check it for anything or anything like that. So that's on me.
That could be a way. You never know.
I take the blame on that one.
From the Rivet Army. That's what you meant. Oh my gosh! I thought you were saying ribbon.
All right. So, Kiara, do you want to give the percentile, or
I do.
Like you do? Okay, roll it.
77.
You got over 75. I get to roll on the special loot table. This has only happened one other time in this campaign. Alright. Going in my notes to look at the table. What could it be that we will see? It's a mystery even to me. You won't know unless you know. Alright. $56. Okay. Cool. Where'd I put my pencil? I just had it in my hand.
You lost his pencil.
Marker. Yeah. Oh, it was in the book. And I think with the things you guys are walking out of that tomb with, if you guys got more than enough stuff. But yes, I'll roll on the regular. I'll let you guys each get a chance to roll on one of the loot tables, and I'll keep adding magic items to the tables as long as we have space for them.
Hold up. I am confused. I am baffled. You're saying we got more than enough in there. I seem to see nothing new in my inventory.
nothing
these
new in
items perhaps
your
find themselves?
inventory. Hey,
Did these
um,
items perhaps find themselves into someone else's inventory?
let's see.
Because I believe there has not been a discussion if they have found their way elsewhere.
Well, I'll get all the loots that you guys acquired here into the system. Alright. Yeah. I have the list of all those things, and what we'll do. You guys have acquired. Dude.
Why is she still up?
Jenny, you should be asleep.
A long time ago. I've said goodnight to her so many times.
He told Faith that she should be in bed at 8, and we're about to
Go to bed.
but I'll make that list and I'll get you guys your loot table. I'm either going to use the Arun loot table or the desert loot table, whichever one, and I feel like it's gonna be better for this too. Or I can just make a new one. I have 2 weeks. I can make a new loot table. I'll make a new loot table for y'all. Alright. I'll talk to you guys later. Here, I gotta do some writing.
Yep.
But mostly I gotta do some sleeping.